Hey, what's up? Feels weird to talk about my own training, even though it's like, you know what I'm paying for. After like, you just decimated squats. I don't feel like I should even go in tomorrow and squat. It's all been done now. It's like, I like looked at it and the first thought that went through my mind is like, when you hit the 300, I think it was 300, right? That was the one you posted on Instagram. I like watched that and I was like, God preordained this man to squat, and he did. It was nasty. The streaming website. So I watched it after the fact. The streaming website that they use is terrible, terrible. Tell whoever's running that stuff in Canada to go to Twitch. No one streams on live stream. Everyone goes to Twitch. Anyway, so this week we had some highs, we had some lows. This is the. Do I have? Okay, yeah. So we got these backwards. Do we? No. Yeah, we got these backwards. So we're gonna start with squat. This is 425 normal squat. It said comp squat. Made sense. Volume's still my killer because I should not be hitting a set of 6 at 325 for RP 7.5 if my triple is like 425. Well, maybe that one actually makes a little more sense. My second squat day, it doesn't make as much. Oh shit, gotta check this. Okay, I didn't check my mic levels beforehand. So then we got bench. You said this dude curled it off of me. I had him spot me on the other day, and he was like, I told him specifically to not touch it because I said I don't want it curled off me. Here is close grip 3 count pause. 325 felt easy, by the way. We're just gonna try it another day. It's weird that this is considered close grip for me when I started benching. That was like my normal grip. Actually, it's still wider than my original bench grip. My original bench grip used to be like thumbs fully extended from like where the knurling starts, and that was my bench grip. I've always been fuck me, dude. All right, well, my camera fell over for comp deadlift on this day. I had 375 for a single. It felt really good. Thank you, God. Very cool. One of the things I could never do is really judge. Like, in order to completely judge an RPE of a set, I need to, like, watch the footage of it afterwards. And I feel like since I only videotape, like, the third or fourth set, whenever I do videotape a volume set, it kind of always causes a problem with my RPE rating. So maybe I should just film everything. But I need to really get... I have my phone and a work phone, which literally I used when I was really into Pokemon Go to play Pokemon Go when I walked my dog. I should just boot that bad boy back up. It's technically my work phone, and my coworker gets on me for not using it. My boss just doesn't give a shit anymore. Not like anymore. He never gave a shit, but he just calls me on my normal phone like a human being. Anyway, so I might start doing that. Yeah, I talked about the problems of setting up for deadlift. And that, like, we'll get to it when we actually get to that note. One of the things I did really poorly on this day was extending my hamstrings to get down to the bar and really hinging well. I kind of just like got myself down to the bar. I never really hinged that well. Well, I hinged obviously because I lifted it, but this is set 4, by the way. I also believe it's 293 because I had to use non-freedom units. So this is squat. I don't know how I feel about it. I think it's a little high. Not a little high. I think it's high RPE wise. But I was really shifty in the bottom. I feel like if I was cleaner, it would have been better. It's definitely like an 8.5, maybe 8 if the first rep looked cleaner. Here's 315 for a single. Moving, easy breezy, living, sleazy. Okay, so here's the 365 deadlift. Oh, I keep doing this. Sorry. Also, I forgot to mention about this. So this squat was actually my. So I did 465, and it didn't run, and I was like, my legs are feeling pretty healthy, and so I did it again, and I was like, auto reg will just take care of this, and squatting was okay the rest of the day. But so this one's probably a little weaker. First one's a little bit cleaner, so that's why I was like, this might be 8.5, but kind of acceptable. Because normally when I miss footage of an RPE set, I'm just like, whatever. But this one I was like, no, I should get. This is like supposed to be kind of high up there for squat, and I just wanted you to look at it, I guess. And then there's the bench. I didn't really take care of myself on squats with the clamping of the ribs down, like breathing in, and then like, you know, I will like watch the way you did it in your competition. It's like you squatted or like you like clamped. Please stop. You like clamped, and then like it looked like you unlocked your hips and your knees or something like that, and then you like started to squat, and there was like between those 3 steps you like took like half a second in between each. It was weird, but like fuck, you squat 300 kilograms and I squat maybe a little over 500 currently. All right, but that's one of the things I will be working on this coming week. Hopefully enough practice to get it nailed in. It's not even needs to get nailed in. I just need to pay more attention to it. So deadlift. Some dude was wearing Nike Tailwinds, and I cannot stop looking at him. Oh, I like. My hand felt weird after that one. Not that they're like cool shoes, but they're like just such an obscure shoe that only a sneakerhead really knows about. Casually mentioning that I'm American. 375 felt pretty good. I never really know with deadlift what my RPE is. I never really know with pretty much anything but bench what my like RPE is. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. So where's my OBS? Webcam. So like, I don't have a mic that'll pick this up, but basically like, I need to like, so like I like, right? If I'm coming down to the bar, there's no way to do this. Okay, never mind. If I'm coming down to the bar, just pretend you didn't see that. If I'm coming down to the bar, right, I like, you know, I'm trying to come down with like a flat back, like trying to keep everything like nice and tight up here. I'm like already set up, and pretty much like my whole body is set up, and then I get down, and in order to touch the bar, I need to like release my shoulders a little bit, grab onto the bar, and then one of the things that I noticed myself forgetting, because once I like, so when I sit up at the top and I get everything tight up here, I take my air in, and my air was just like, it puts me on a timetable. I don't want to like black out because I'm holding my breath too long. But or just not being able to lift if I hold my breath too long. But like, so I like get down to the bar, and one of the steps I sometimes skip, which I really need to not do, is I have to unhinge, like loosen up my upper back, grab the bar, and then pull back into tension. But sometimes if I'm like hurrying, then I don't get as good enough tension as I could. And I feel like that's a real like limiting factor that's really easy to fix mentally. I don't even know why I got this camera that big. Anyway, so we didn't even look at the lift. Hand felt a little weird after that one. Okay, I thought I had more than that after that. Yeah, overall, bench is going pretty good. Squat's going pretty good. Deadlift's going amazing. It would be cool. I don't know if I could, but it would be cool to hit 500 deadlift, but that's really, really banking on I have no idea what the flexi magic of the Texas deadlift bar is like. And I just don't even know where my deadlift really is. Like, I think that was pretty close. Not close, but like I think that like it was a good representation. I felt like it was true RPE 7. But then again, I don't know. I like this deadlift is always just deadlift has always felt like crap to me. It has always been bad. I've always hated it. I've always been really bad at it. And so to finally have like progress or being like, oh yeah, that felt really, really good is really weird to me. So I don't know how to judge my deadlift progress. It feels like I'm crushing it, but I don't know, much past that. Anything else? Oh yeah, so my meet is, where is it? My meet is the 23rd, so not this coming Saturday, but the one after. And usually about this point, I feel like my body just is like decimated, like I'm tired, I'm low on motivation. But this time it's like, not really. I don't really feel that bad. I feel more or less like if I took a few days off, I could lift for the meet, tomorrow. Hell, or not tomorrow, like Tuesday or Wednesday. I don't feel like necessarily overloaded like I did last time. But then again, we went for like, 6 months? And then we had we went for like 6 months, and we did a little bit of meat prep. Speaking of meal prep, I did the Taylor Shagget 2-hole chicken strat. I don't know if that's actually your thing, but you told me you ate 2 chickens when I was like, oh yeah, I had one over 5 days. Yeah. So I'm gonna stop rambling because I don't really have much to report on. Like I feel like a lot of these videos don't get it a whole lot of detail. It's just me kind of talking, and then I wait for your feedback. And then I always have your email open and I read it, and I always am like, I'm going to respond to this, but I don't know. So yeah, not a whole lot of stuff. Just looking for your feedback, specifically on that squat, which I thought could have been a little better. I'm going to take it a little later. It would be cool, to hit 525 just because like that's a really nice mark that I can get next, But it's whatever. If I squat 500, 503 again, second time squatting 500, it's still pretty cool. 510, pretty cool. Really would not like to go under 500 again, but I feel like training's been going pretty good for my squat. And yeah, that's it. And I'm gonna close